right, welcome everybody to game number 2 today between the hometown Bentonville Tigers and the Heritage War Eagles. We're ready to start. However, we're still waiting on some refs. Looks like here they come now. If you're just joining us, Little Rock Catholic punched their ticket to play in the final game. They'll play the winner of this game. They beat Springdale 1-0. We're just about to get started here. My name is Gabe Watts, and I'll be with you all afternoon today. This is my first time doing live streaming, so bear with me if I don't get some things right. Give you a disclaimer about our game clock. Normal high school game clock, if you've been to a game in person, counts down 40-minute halves, 2 40-minute halves, 10-minute halftime. This program that we're using, the time counts up, so we'll try and keep you in the loop on what the official game clock says. Our clock is just to kind of give you an idea of where we're at in the game. We'll get your starting lineups here in just a second. All right, here's your starting lineup with the Heritage War Eagles. At keeper, number 1, Nicholas Moreno. Number 8, forward, Gavin Alum. Number 3, defender, Isaac Barbosa. Number 21, midfielder, Alex Perez. Number 13, defender, Alonzo Salas. Number 14, Ivan Soto. Number 17, Richard Tapia. Number 5, Ivan Contreras. Number 6, Christopher Moreno. Number 12, Christian Soto. And number 19, Francisco Turbati Zanaboni. The War Eagles are coached by Kristen Savadera. Heritage comes into this game beating Bryant yesterday in PKs. They scored all of their PKs against Bryant, who scored 3. Heritage beat Cabot their first game in extra time, 1-0. Then they played Bryant, went to PKs, and now they're here playing the Bentonville Tigers. And your startup for the Tigers, number 1 goalkeeper, Eli Alexander. Number 6 defender, Brandon Lawson. Number 7, Nico Martinovic. Number 10, Caden Newell. Number 11, Mitchell Stone. Number 12, Wyatt Marksberry. Number 13, Ryan Fernstrom. Number 14, Jack Campana. Number 18, Mateo Michaelis. Number 21, Jeshua Flores. Number 22, Luke Webb. The Tigers are coached by head coach Mike Devaney. And we'll get started here, looks like in just a second. Bentonville got here. They had a first round bye. They were the number 1 seed in the West. And then they went on to beat Harbor yesterday 5-0. And now they're here against the Heritage War Eagles. We're just waiting for the whistle on the ref. And here we go. The winner of this will go to the state championship and play Little Rock Catholic. who beat Springdale earlier 1-0. War Eagles on control right now. Keeper kicks it across midfield. Taken off the head of Ryan Fernstrom. Looks like we got a foul there, a little push. Ryan Fernstrom just graduated last night. Number 14, Jack Campana. Ball taken away by the War Eagles. That'll be a Tiger throw-in. Goes down the line, doesn't make it inside. That'll be a War Eagle throw-in. Number 6 here. Christopher Moreno to throw it in. Looking for an open man. Passes to number 8. He's swarmed by a couple Tigers. Brandon Lawson kicks the ball out of bounds. That'll go to another War Eagle throw-in. Off the head of number 10, Caden Newell. Joshua Flores on the move. Cross midfield. Pass intercepted by the War Eagles. Joshua scored one of the goals yesterday for the Tigers. This will go to a War Eagle goal kick. Our boys soccer team looking to punch their ticket. Our softball team won earlier in extra innings against Rogers, so they'll go on to play in the state championship game. This will be a War Eagle throw-in. Off the head of number 14, Jack Campana. War Eagles on the attack here. Good pressure by Mateo. Here it is on the far side of the field. Tries to take a shot, blocked. Caden Newell coming up. That ball will go out of bounds with a Bentonville throw-in. Joshua Flores now with the ball. Passes to Ryan Fernstrom. Back to Joshua. Throw it over to Caden. Big kick by number 15. Far side of the goal, just outside. That'll bring us to a War Eagle throw-in. Goal kick, excuse me. Almost across midfield. Caden Newell. Over to Mitchell Stone. Mitchell Stone keeps it in. Back to Caden. That'll be off a War Eagle defender. Little over 5 minutes played here in the first half. Bentonville throw in. Cleared by a War Eagle defender. Off the head of Mateo. Back to Ryan. War Eagles play it down. Luke Webb applying pressure. Caden Newell comes in, takes the ball away. Off Martinovic. And that'll go to the War Eagle goalie. Nicholas Moreno with the big kick. Off the head of Brandon Lawson. Back to War Eagle. And that ball will go out of bounds off a Bentonville Tiger. Once again, this brings up a War Eagle throw in by number 6. Caden with the ball. Tax looking for number 12, Wyatt Marksberry. Just misses him. Caden applying pressure. And cleared by War Eagle. Number 16 over to number 11. Mitchell Stone. Mitchell Stone looking for number 7, Martinovic. Taken off the head of a War Eagle. Luke Webb now. Ryan Bernstone. And that'll be a foul on the War Eagles. Luke Webb with the kick, kicks it back to Mateo. The ball goes out of bounds, and that will be a Tiger throw-in. Stone, hard kick, taken inside the goal by War Eagles. Nicholas Moreno. It's a big drop kick earlier. This one makes it just about as far. Not a lot of wind today. Yesterday, the Tigers had quite a south wind. It was almost swirling in that far corner of the field. Luke Webb here with the throw-in. Joshua Flores. Back to Joshua. Mateo applying pressure. And that'll be a foul on Mateo. Deep kick for the War Eagles. And that'll be a foul on number 8, Gavin Alum. Ryan Fernstrom. Pass intercepted by the War Eagles. Throw in here for the Tigers. Cleared by a Heritage defender. Tigers looking to chase it down. Caden Newell. Over to Wyatt Marksberry. Marksberry fighting. Brandon Lawson back to Caden Newell. Caden Newell back to Lawson. Big shot there by Caden Newell off the hands of the Heritage goalie. So far, Tigers seem to be the aggressor in this game. This will be a corner kick by number 22, Luke Webb. A little too far. Marksberry with the header. Heritage defender tried to clear Luke Webb. About a 40-inch vertical there to go off the head of Luke Webb. Caden Newell shoots again, looking for a cross. Off the head of number 7, Nico Martinovic. Oh, ref calls offsides. Nice play there by the Tigers. Just got a little too anxious. So that leaves us scoreless here. 26 minutes left this first half. It has been all Tigers so far. And across midfield, cleared by a Heritage defender. So that'll be a Tiger throw in. Luke Webb throwing in again. Off the head of Joshua Flores. Flores over to Marksberry. Marksberry over to Newell. Dan's looking for a foul. No call by the ref. As we saw in the first game, the refs letting him play a little bit. And that'll be Tigers ball. Lawson with the throw into Marksberry. Back to Lawson, off the foot of a Heritage Eagle, War Eagle. Luke Webb again with a corner kick. little over the head of Mateo. Off Marksberry. Mitchell Stone. And Luke Will tries to come in, put it in, and misses to the far right of the goal. So substitution for the Tigers, number 2, Giovanni Puga. Luke Webb will come off. Get a little talking to there by the coach. Had a substitution for the War Eagles too, and didn't get to see who that was. Tigers, as you might imagine, wearing the black jerseys. Kits, as they say in soccer. Heritage in the white. Dewey Campana for a kick. War Eagles send it downfield, cleared by number 18, Mateo. Joshua Flores fighting. Looking for an open man off the foot of a Heritage War Eagle. That brings us to a stoppage. Ref talking to one of the Heritage War Eagles. Now goes over to Mateo. A lot riding on this game, just a little talk, calm them down. And we're back underway. And that will be a Tiger throw in on the far side of the field. It's cleared by a Heritage defender. Back across midfield. (17) to number 8. Lawson blocking him. And that'll be a Tiger ball. Good defense there by the Tigers. Number 10, Caden Newell. Over 13, Ryan Fernstrom. Down the line on the Tigers bench. That ball will go out of bounds. Throw in by number 6, Christopher Moreno. That'll be taken by the Tiger goalkeeper. Joshua Flores up the field, looking for Martinovic. Off a Heritage War Eagle. This will be a Tiger throw in. That brings up a corner kick for the Tigers. Joshua Flores taking the kick. Tries to kick it to number 2, Giovanna Puga. Just didn't quite make it. War Eagles on the attack here. Kick by number 8. Sails way left of the goal. That'll be a goal kick for the Tigers. Stoppage of play here. That'll bring us to our water break. About halfway through this first half, still scoreless. It's not a terribly hot day, but it is up to the refs' discretion on if they want to do water breaks. And we saw it in the first game, and so this game is no different. Little warmer than it was earlier. 80 degrees now. Earlier it was 77 at the kickoff of the first game. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors for making this tournament successful. Crane Automotive Team, Outdoor Cap, Junk Headwear, Johnny Brusco's Pizza, Whataburger, Raising Cane's, and Ziggy's Coffee. Without your support, this could not have happened. Luke Webb going back in for the Tigers. Tigers back on the pitch, ready to go. Heritage still waiting on Heritage to come out. Here they come. Looks like got a sub for the War Eagles, number 17, Richard Tapia. Sent number 19 off. Must have some blood on his jersey or something. And we're back. Back underway, halfway through the first half, sorry. Tigers on the attack. Joshua Flores over to number 7, Martinovic. Martinovic driving. Big kick by Martinovic, misses the goal. Saw a lane and he took it just to the left of the goal. Goal kick here by the War Eagles. Barry, taken away by Heritage. Caden Newell over to Lawson. Lawson to Marksberry. Marksberry looking for the foul. Gets it. So this will be Tigers ball. Luke Webb taking the kick here. One-man wall for the War Eagles. Crosses, looks, oh, just off the foot of Mitchell Stone. So that'll bring up another goal kick for the War Eagles. Off the foot of Luke Webb. Headed by the War Eagles. Cross midfield. Intercepted by Webb. Webb looking over to Mitchell Stone. Loses his foot there. That'll keep Tigers ball there. Luke Webb will throw it in. Mitchell Stone in control. Over to Flores. Flores to Fernstrom. Over to Lawson. Lawson looking. Passes down the line to Marksberry. Gets tangled up there. That'll stick with the Tigers. Quite see the tint there. Looks like Luke Webb is going to try the indirect again. Kick here, crossing, looking for Martinovic. Marksberry tries to put it back in, misses on the side of the goal. And misses. Number 19, Francisco Turbati Zenaboni, checking back in for the War Eagles. Francisco is a foreign exchange student from Italy, playing for the War Eagles. Have some pretty good stories to go back home to, playing in the state semifinals for soccer. Off the foot of Luke Webb. Joshua goes up for a header. Foul called on Flores. That'll give it back to the War Eagles. And that'll, Eli Alexander will take that ball. Big throw here to Flores. Flores over to Webb. Webb down the line to Mitchell Stone. Intercepted by the War Eagles. Ryan Fernstrom back to Flores. Flores up to Martinovic. Martinovic over to Stone. Stone on the run. That'll go off the Tigers and be a War Eagle throw in. Fernstrom chasing it down. War Eagles driving. Mateo applying pressure. Gets the ball, nice tackle. That ball will stay with the War Eagles. 12.5 left to play here in the first half. Still tied at 0-0. Taken away by Lawson. Lawson looking. Up to Marksberry. Marksberry comes inside. Looking for Stone. Kick by Stone in the net for a Tiger goal. Right at the 12-minute mark, Tigers score. Mitchell Stone. We're back underway here. So that brings the Tigers 1, War Eagles 0. We saw the Tigers open it up on Harbor after scoring 2 goals to win that game 5-0. Heritage, every game they've played this tournament has gone to extra time. Yesterday they won in PKs against the 2-seed Bryant, 2-seed out of the Central. Foul on the Tigers, brings up a indirect kick for the War Eagles. Driving deep. And in for the goal for Heritage. Off the head of number 5. Ivan Contreras with the goal. So we're all tied up here, 1-1. $10:50 left here in the first half. We're back underway here. Mitchell Stone over to Lawson. Lawson down the line. Over to Marksberry. Taken away by the War Eagles. And they'll just let that go for a Tiger throw-in. So Campana over to Mateo, number 18, to the goalkeeper. Big kick by Alexander. Off the head of a War Eagle defender. Quick throw in for the Tigers. We're going to have a stoppage of play here. Yellow card on the War Eagles. It happened right in front of the War Eagle bench. Couldn't quite see who the number was. And we're back underway here. Clock. And that'll be a foul on the Tigers for a War Eagle throw-in. $9:30 left in the first half here. Tied up 1-1. Heritage just scored off the head of number 5. And that'll be a foul on the War Eagles. Lawson taking the kick. Over to Michaelis. Nicholas over to Campana. Campana to Lawson. Lawson to Martinovic. And that'll be a War Eagle ball. Off the foot of a War Eagle, that would be a Tiger ball. Lawson with the throw in here. Looking for an open man. Goes to Marksberry. Marksberry driving. Passes to Caden. We've got a foul. So Luke Webb with the kick here. Luke Webb looking for the cross. Cleared by a War Eagle defender. Back to Luke Webb. Joshua Flores chasing it down. That'll be a foul on the Tigers. Seven minutes left here to play. All tied at 1. Luke Webb with defense here. War Eagles looking for the play here. Looks for a cross. Off an own goal. Off Lawson. So off the own goal, off Lawson, just tried to clear it, just went off his back and into the goal. So Lawson back in control. Looks for Marksberry. Marksberry chasing it down. Keeps it in play. Cade Mitchell Stone now with the kick. Just off the foot of Marksberry, just to the left of the goal. .540 left in this match. Marksberry with a good look there, just to the left. Just missed it, just outside. Off the head of Flores. Flores back to Stone. Looking for the ball. Off the head of Campana. Marksberry applying pressure. Wants it back. It's tripped up there. Late whistle by the ref. That'll be a yellow card on the War Eagles. This brings Luke Webb up once again to kick. War Eagles adding a two-man wall this time. Ref pushes him back just a little bit. And we're back under play. Lawson with the ball. Over to the keep. Dangerous spot here. Keep almost to the midfield. Campana chases it down. Kicks it back to the keeper. Keeper over to Lawson. Lawson up the field to Martinovic. Lawson taking away space. Nice tackle by the Tigers. That'll be a War Eagle throw in. Number 12 back in for the War Eagles, Christian Soto. In high school, you get a yellow, you have to immediately come off, but you can go right back in. And that's what we just saw there. Ball in front of the bench for the Tigers. Tiger ball again off the foot of a War Eagle. Lawson with the throw. Looks for Martinovic. Martinovic turns. Out of bounds off Campana. Lawson back with the throw in to Marksberry. Once again off a War Eagle defender. And we'll do it all over again. Lawson will throw it back in here. Looks for Martinovic this time. Over to Marksberry. Caden Newell with the ball. Turns. War Eagles playing quite a bit of pressure. Newell passes back to Fernstrom. Fernstrom up, looks for Stone. And that'll go off a War Eagle. So Luke Webb to throw it in here for the Tigers. Off the chest of Stone. War Eagles back in control. Tiger throw in here. Luke Webb looking for an open man. And we have a stoppage of play. War Eagle down on the pitch here. Stoppage of play here. 2 minutes left in this game. In this half, sorry. So far it's been pretty eventful. 2-1 score. Tigers scored first, then Heritage, and then an unfortunate own goal on the Tigers. Heritage players back up. And we're back. So once again, under 2 minutes to play here. Pass to Lawson. War Eagles applying pressure over to Fernstrom. Fernstrom over to Michaelis. Off the foot of Webb. Sends that ball out of bounds, and that brings up a War Eagle throw in. Goes down the line. Big kick by a War Eagle defender. Luke Webb chases it, kicks it back in play, across midfield to Joshua Flores. Joshua Flores takes it to the far side off of War Eagle. Luke Webb with the throw. Throw into Mateo Michaelis. Mateo over to Jack Campana. Over to Lawson. Lawson looking. And that'll be a War Eagle throw in. This will be a kick, not throw-in. Campana kicks down the field. Off the foot of number 14. That takes us to the half. War Eagles 2, Tigers 1. right, welcome back. Start the second half here. If you're just joining us, Tigers were up 1-0. Heritage scored. And then an unfortunate own goal for the Tigers made it 2-1 Heritage. Winner of this game will play Little Rock Catholic for the state title. And we're underway here in the second half. Ryan Fernstrom now over to Caden Newell. Looks for Marksberry. Over to Joshua Flores. Over to Mitchell Stone. Mitchell Stone back to Luke Webb. Back to Marksberry. Taken away by Rogers, or Heritage, excuse me, defender. And that'll be a Heritage War Eagle kick after the foul on the Tigers. So Campana here with the throw-in, or kick. Caden Newell kicks it across the field. Joshua Flores comes up to attack. Mitchell Stone chasing down. Kick out to midfield from Campana. Teo Michaelis chasing it down. Back to Michaelis. Back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper over to Jack Campana. Campana across the midfield looking for Flores. Intercepted by the War Eagles. Off the head of Luke Webb. Fernstrom kicks across midfield. Over to Martinovic. Can't quite keep it. They're going to call that off on the Tigers for a War Eagle throw-in. Eli Alexander with it now. Goalkeeper comes out. Kicks it across midfield. Off the back of a War Eagle. Stone chasing it down. Just loses it. Campana with it now. Turns it back to 29. 29 kicks down the line. And cleared by Mateo. And that ball will sail over the bench of the War Eagles onto the track for another War Eagle throw-in. Number 13, Alonzo Salas with the throw-in. Martinovic with it now. Kicks it to the far side to Lawson. Lawson over. Ryan Fernstrom kicks it up the field. Joshua Flores now with it. Kick. Looking for Luke Webb. Luke Webb with the cross. Mitchell Stone with the head just sails over the goal. This will be a War Eagle goal kick. Mitchell Stone. Passes it back to Lawson. Lawson driving up, loses it. Off the head of Campana, Ryan Fernstrom. Over to Mateo Michaelis. Michaelis over to Luke Webb. Luke Webb over to Caden Newell. Joshua Flores on the drive. Tries to cross it. Looks for a foul from the War Eagles. No call. But that does bring up a corner kick for the Tigers. Luke Webb can be dangerous at times in this situation. Just sails over Campana. Excuse me, Martinovic. Well, that's a goal kick for the War Eagles. Deep kick across midfield. Luke Webb in control. Passes up to Mitchell Stone. A little too much on that. Takes it out of bounds for another War Eagle goal kick. And for the War Eagles, number 8, Gavin Alum. Luke Webb with the throw. Martinovic passes down the line. Still inbounds. Mitchell Stone looks to chase it down. Marksberry. And that ball will go out of bounds. Off the Tigers for another War Eagle goal kick. Just under 32 minutes here in the second half. Here it is, looking for the foul. No call. Luke Webb with the throw in. Off the chest of Martinovic. Handball. No call there. Oh, he called it. He did call it. It's a handball inside the box. Just outside the box. This brings up an indirect kick for the War Eagles. Number 19, the Italian foreign exchange student, Francisco Trabati Zanaboni. Big wall here for the Tigers. Right into the middle of it. Back to Francisco. Finally cleared by the Tigers. Francisco being helped off the field. Be a War Eagle throw in. Over to Mateo Michaelis. Just looking to block her. Quick kick here by the Tigers. Lawson drives up the field. Big kick up the field. Marksberry with the ball. Crosses to Newell. Newell to Stone. Kick by Stone. Off a War Eagle defender. Sails left of the goal. That'll be another goal kick for the War Eagles. Oh, crap. Dang, what's your... Luke Webb with the corner kick here. Off the head of a War Eagle defender. Marksberry. That'll go off of War Eagle. Oh, they're calling it War Eagle's ball, so War Eagle throw in here. Another throw in here for the War Eagles. Mitchell Stone Luke Webb. Oh, Lawson looked for it. Taken by the goalkeeper for Heritage.
That's it, Ryan. That's fine. One more, Mitch. One more out here.
Mitchellstone, Caden Newell's trying to save. Fighting down the corner. Luke Webb comes in. Number 19 back in for the War Eagles. Number 17, Brooks Gregg, checking in for the Tigers. Quick throw in by the Tigers. Marksberry driving. Crosses it to Flores. Flores over to Lawson. Lawson up to Flores. Have a score for our girls team. They're over in Rogers playing Bentonville West, where they lead 2-0. Tigers lead 2-0. They were playing at the same time as this game. We got an offsides call on the Tigers. Free kick for the War Eagles. Campana boots it down the field. Off the head of Mateo. Off the head of Campana. Fernstrom up to Martinovic. Martinovic back to Fernstrom. Fernstrom fighting. Passes to Lawson. Lawson up to corner kick by Webb. Big kick by Caden Newell. Sails over the goalpost. Luke Webb. Deep kick. Looking for Flores. Lawson kicks. Goes to the left of the goalpost. Excuse me, the goal. And that'll bring us to our second water break of the game. All right, we're back just under 21 minutes here. Tigers come straight out of the gate. This will be a Heritage throw in here. Off the head of Luke, off the head of a Heritage War Eagle. Martinovic fighting. Caden Newell in. Teo. Luke Webb kicks it back into a Heritage player. Throws into Fernstrom. Fernstrom looks for Flores. Where's that? That'll be a yellow on the Tigers. That'll bring Fernstrom off. And number 2 in, Giovanni Puga. the head of Michaelis, off the head of Webb. Caden Newell. Martinovic looking for Marksberry. Quick throw by the Tigers. Caden Newell to Martinovic, back to Newell, over to Flores. Flores across to Lawson. Just off the foot of Lawson. Still in control of the Tigers. Flores up to Lawson. That brings us to a stoppage. So the yellow card on number 12, Christian Soto. And we're back. Off the head of Webb. Off the head of Campana. Martinovic. Gonna bring up a Tiger goal kick. Another stoppage of play here for a injured War Eagle, far side corner of the field. '29 looking to check in for the War Eagles. Joseph Maria, freshman midfielder. Number 10, Victor Morales, the injured player for the War Eagles. We're back underway here. Flores back to Michaelis. Michaelis up to Luke Webb. Webb looks for Marksberry. Over to Flores. Flores back to Webb. Webb to Newell. Newell back to Webb. Webb drives up. Big kick. Brooks Gregg in there looking for the header. Just missed. Throw in for the Tigers. Caden Newell across to Flores. Flores. Deep kick to Mateo. Mateo over to Webb. Webb fakes out a War Eagle. Across the field to Lawson. Lawson drives in. They're going to call that Tiger ball. So this will be a corner kick for the Tigers. Luke Webb back there. Passes immediately to Lawson. Luke Webb to Caden Newell. Got a stoppage of play here. Looks like we might see another yellow. Yep, another yellow on Heritage for a slide tackle into Luke Webb. That yellow was on number 8, Gavin Alum, number 26 in for the War Eagles, Angel Portillo. Luke Webb is up. He will set up for the indirect. Four Heritage players set up the wall. Luke Webb back to take the kick. Kicks directly at the goal, stopped by goalkeeper. Out on the War Eagles. Keep it Tiger ball. Luke Webb crosses again, stopped by the goalkeeper. Tigers applying some pressure. We have another stoppage of play. This might come a warning from the bench. Tiger players pulling Lawson away. Referees talking in front of the War Eagle bench. Another yellow comes out on the coach for War Eagles. He sits down on the water cooler. Still talking to the ref. And we're back under play. Luke Webb with the throw in. Mateo up to Luke Webb, over to Flores. Flores back to Michaelis. Michaelis over to Campana. Campana up to Newell. Newell looks for Lawson. Kicked out of bounds by a War Eagle. Quick throw in by the Tigers. Another quick throw in by the Tigers. Michaelis over to Webb. Teo kicks it back to the keeper, who tries to kick it back to Michaelis, but just misses. Goes out of bounds, and that'll be a War Eagle ball close to their own goal. I tell you, the Tigers are the home team here, but you wouldn't know it with how loud the Heritage fans are cheering. War Eagles throw it in. Fighting in the corner. Off, Caden Newell brings up. And we got another stoppage. Not sure. And we're back under play. Corner kick for the War Eagles. Fighting in the corner. Tiger throw in. Flores up to Martinovic. Martinovic back to Flores. Flores to Martinovic. Martinovic. And that'll be a foul on the War Eagles. Number 3 for the Tigers, Andreas Galindo. Luke Webb looks for the indirect kick. Kick by Webb. Off the head of Michaelis. Marksberry. That'll be another Tiger throw in. So things getting exciting here in this second half. Seen a few yellow cards, one on the coach for Heritage. Webb throws it in. Looking for Martinovic. Off a Heritage War Eagle. 10.5 minutes left here in the second half. War Eagles lead the Tigers 2-1. Luke Webb throws in. Gets it back. Looking for the cross. Luke Webb to Martinovic. Martinovic back to Webb. Webb crosses. Michaelis clears it. Another Tiger throw in. Mitchell Stone now fighting. And they're going to say that's off the Tigers for a Heritage. So Heritage with the throw. Flores now with the ball. Campana clears it. Michael is chasing it down. Tries to get in front of a Heritage defender. Two subs coming in for One sub for the Tiger, Ryan Fernstrom back in. And for the War Eagles, number 17, Richard Tapia. Tiger throw in, Fernstrom back to Campana. Campana up to Fernstrom. Fernstrom over to Caden Newell. Newell up the field, looks for Marksberry. Tiger throw in here. Lawson with the throw. Fernstrom chasing down. Mateo kicks it to the goalkeeper. Kicks it back to Michaelis. Michaelis to number 13, Ryan Fernstrom. Fernstrom over to 22, Luke Webb. And that ball will go out of bounds. Luke Webb brings the ball up, looks for a hard cross, no one there. Keeper takes it. Just under 6 minutes left in the second half here. Second half has been pretty exciting. Yellow cards and stoppages. Luke Webb fighting. Flores with the ball now. Looks for Marksberry. Lawson with the ball now. And cleared by a War Eagle defender. Campana keeps it down. Looks for Marksberry in the far corner. And that ball will be kicked out of bounds. Under 5 minutes now. Luke Webb with the corner. Just off the right side of the goal. This will bring in a couple subs. Number 17 for the Tigers, Brooks Gregg. And number 10 for the War Eagles, Victor Morales. Tigers fighting here. War Eagles. Another stoppage of play here. I believe these stoppages are because Heritage is subbing, and so if the refs feel like they're doing it to run clock out, they'll stop the clock. And we're back under play. Tiger ball, Luke Webb with the deep kick. Flores with it, passes over to Lawson. Martinovic now. And we've got a foul. Looks like a foul on the Tigers, keeping the ball with the War Eagles. Just under 2.5 minutes here left to play. Both teams fighting for a bid to play in the state tournament or state championship game. That ball will be kicked out of bounds. Stays with the Tigers. Luke Webb. Deep cross to Lawson, off the head of Lawson. Brooks Gregg almost made it in. Feels like he should have got the foul. War Eagles pushing. Luke Webb kicks it up. And that'll bring a foul against the Tigers. That'll bring a stoppage of play here. What is it? 1:21 left here, second half. Flores over to Marksberry. Marksberry driving up. Cleared out of bounds by the War Eagles. Just under a minute left. Brooks Gregg. Keeper holds the ball. Deep kick by the War Eagle keeper. Off the foot of a War Eagle. Quick throw in by the Tigers. Over to Martinovic, chasing it down. Deep cleared by the War Eagles. Caden Newell with the throw in. Goes to Mitchell Stone. Mitchell Stone crosses off the head of Campana. Campana clears it again. And that is going to do it, folks. The Heritage War Eagles are going to state. leading the Tigers 2-1. Tigers scored first. And then the War Eagles scored. And then an unfortunate own goal sent the War Eagles up by 1. So final score here, 2-1. Heritage War Eagles will play Little Rock Catholic for the state championship. I want to thank you all for being here with us this week. It's been an exciting week of soccer. We'd also like to say thank you to our sponsors one more time. Crane Automotive Team, Outdoor Cap, Junk Headwear, Johnny Brusco's Pizza, Whataburger, Raising Cane's, and Ziggy's Coffee. Once again, thank you.